Hello, fellow wisdom seeker. Have you ever pondered whether others find you irresistibly captivating? It's not merely about having flawless hair or the latest fashion. Often, the indicators are far more subtle, embedded in everyday interactions. You might not even be aware of it, but there are subtle hints that reveal your undeniable allure, appearing in the most unexpected ways. These signs are omnipresent. Let's delve into 6 unique and exceptional indicators that show you're turning heads and making hearts flutter simply by being yourself. I encourage you to watch until the end for better understanding. Subscribe to Stoic Philosopher Insights and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content that can help you on this path. Let's get started. Number 1. Unsolicited compliments. You know you're incredibly attractive when people can't resist showering you with compliments out of the blue. It's not just the usual "you look nice today" remarks, but rather the kind that makes you feel like you've stepped into a real-life Instagram filter. Picture this. You're grabbing your morning coffee, hair in a messy bun, and the barista says, "Wow, you have the most amazing eyes." Or you're in the middle of a dull work meeting, and a colleague interrupts to say, "Your outfit is fantastic, where did you get it?" These compliments come from all directions and aren't limited to your closest friends who might be biased. Strangers, acquaintances, and even typically grumpy people can't help but blurt out something nice when they see you. It's like you possess a magical aura that compels people to acknowledge your awesomeness. And honestly, who doesn't love a little ego boost now and then? Sometimes these compliments are so random and unexpected that they catch you off guard. Imagine the cashier at the grocery store saying, "You have such a warm smile," as you try to remember if you need to buy more milk. Or someone on the street telling you, "That color looks amazing on you," when you're wearing the first thing you grabbed from your closet. It's as if the universe has decided that you need constant reminders of how fabulous you are. And who are you to argue with the universe? Sure, these compliments can sometimes be hilariously over the top. You might think, "Really? My hair looks amazing today? Because I'm pretty sure I haven't washed it in 3 days." But embrace it. It's a sign that your attractiveness shines through, even when you're not at your best. So keep being yourself, because clearly it's working. Number 2. Unseen rivalry. Another unmistakable sign that you're incredibly attractive is when others seem to feel an inexplicable urge to compete with you, even if you're just minding your own business. It's like you've unknowingly entered an invisible competition you never signed up for. Picture yourself at a party, casually chatting with friends, and someone you barely know suddenly decides it's time to outshine your latest story or showcase their impressive dance moves right next to you. This competitive spirit shows up in subtler ways too. You're at work, focusing on your tasks, and suddenly a coworker who never cared much about fashion starts showing up in outfits straight off the runway. Or perhaps you mention starting a new workout routine, and next thing you know, they're training for a marathon. Your mere presence seems to inspire others to up their game, leaving you puzzled and wondering what just happened. Then there are those moments when you catch someone giving you the side eye while you're simply sipping your coffee or checking your phone. It's as if they're trying to decipher your secret, and you can almost hear their internal monologue. "How do they always look so put together? I bet they don't even have bad hair days." Little do they know, you have your fair share of messy moments too. But their curiosity and subtle competitiveness are just further proof of your allure. This rivalry can even extend to compliments. You say you like someone's dress, and suddenly they're complimenting you back with a hint of, "Well, my dress is new, but yours is nice too." It's like a compliment with a side of competition. Even when you're just being your wonderful self, it seems to trigger a need in others to prove something. While it can be amusing, it's also a reminder of how your attractiveness makes waves wherever you go. So the next time you notice someone seemingly trying a bit too hard around you, just take it as a quirky compliment. Your presence alone is enough to spark a friendly rivalry, even if you're just sitting there eating a sandwich. Keep doing you, because clearly you're setting the bar higher just by being yourself. Number 3. Unprompted help. One clear sign of your undeniable attractiveness is when people, especially those of the opposite gender, are constantly offering to help you with anything and everything, without you even asking. It's as if you have an invisible sign around your neck that reads, "Please assist me." Imagine casually carrying a couple of grocery bags, and before you know it, someone is rushing over to take them from you, as if you're lugging around boulders instead of a few apples and a loaf of bread. It's not just about the heavy lifting either. You're at the office, trying to fix a jammed printer, and suddenly, 3 colleagues appear out of nowhere, ready to tackle the machine like it's a dragon needing slaying. Mention offhandedly that you're thinking about assembling some new furniture, and bam, you've got volunteers lining up like they're auditioning for a DIY reality show. These offers come with a mix of sincerity and a touch of awkwardness that can be quite endearing. You're struggling to reach something on the top shelf at the store, and someone nearly trips over their own feet to help you out, blushing like they're in a rom-com. It's as if they're trying to channel their inner superhero, ready to swoop in and save the day, even if it's just to fetch a can of beans. Sometimes the help is offered so eagerly that you wonder if people think you're utterly helpless. You could be changing a light bulb, and suddenly someone's holding the ladder, handing you bulbs and offering you a drink just in case you're parched from all that strenuous activity. While it might be a bit over the top, it's also pretty flattering. Clearly there's something about you that makes people want to be around and be of service. Of course, this can lead to some hilarious situations, like when you're perfectly capable of opening a jar, but someone insists on doing it for you, and ends up making a spectacle of their efforts. Or when you're fine fixing something small, but a neighbor insists on helping, and ends up spending an hour chatting and supervising instead. In the end, these unprompted offers of help are just another sign of your attractiveness. People want to be near you, do things for you, and ensure you're happy and comfortable. So the next time someone rushes to your aid, just smile and appreciate the extra attention, even if you didn't actually need it. After all, who doesn't enjoy a little bit of extra pampering now and then? Number 4. Unexpected gifts and gestures. Another clear sign that you're irresistibly attractive is when people go out of their way to give you unexpected gifts and thoughtful gestures. It's like you have a magical aura that makes others want to impress you and win your favor. Imagine sitting at your desk at work, and suddenly a colleague drops off a coffee saying, "I thought you might like a pick-me-up." And it's not just any coffee, it's exactly how you like it, because they've somehow memorized your order. These gestures aren't limited to your close friends either. You might be chatting with your neighbor, and next thing you know, she's baked you a batch of cookies just because. Or you're at the gym, and someone offers you their last bottle of water because you look like you've had a tough workout. It's like people are on a mission to make your day a little brighter, even if it means going out of their way. Sometimes these gifts and gestures come from admirers who are too shy to say anything outright. You'll find a small bouquet of flowers on your doorstep with a note that says, "From a secret admirer." Or someone might leave a beautifully wrapped box of chocolates on your desk, and no one will own up to it. It's like being in a romantic comedy, where the mystery adds to the charm. Even in casual settings, you'll find people doing little things for you. At a restaurant, the waiter might bring you an extra dessert on the house, or you'll get an unexpected upgrade to first class on a flight. These moments are sprinkled with a bit of magic, making you feel like you're walking through life with a special kind of charm. Of course, these gestures can sometimes be hilariously over the top. You might mention that you're interested in trying a new hobby, and suddenly, friends and acquaintances are showering you with related gifts from books to equipment until you're practically drowning in supplies. Or someone might get you a present that's so extravagant, you can't help but laugh and wonder if they mixed you up with royalty. In the end, these unexpected gifts and gestures are just another way people show their appreciation for you. They see something special in you and want to make you smile. So, enjoy the surprises and the kindness because they're all part of the package deal that comes with being irresistibly attractive. Plus, who doesn't love a little extra sweetness in their day, whether it's cookies, flowers, or just a friendly gesture? Number 5. Positive energy feedback. One undeniable sign that you're incredibly attractive is how your very presence seems to lift the mood and energy of any room you walk into. It's as if you carry an invisible aura of positive vibes that people can't resist. When you step into a party, the room instantly feels brighter. Conversations become livelier and laughter gets a bit louder. It's like you bring an unspoken promise of a good time and everyone around you can sense it. It's not something you actively do, it just happens. You might be in a meeting, and as soon as you walk in, the atmosphere shifts. People sit up a little straighter, and there's a noticeable change in energy. Suddenly, everyone's more engaged and ready to contribute. Your presence alone becomes a catalyst for productivity and positivity. Even in more mundane settings like waiting in line at the coffee shop, your positive energy is contagious. The barista's smile gets wider, and the people around you seem more patient, as if they're just happy to be in the same space as you. You might be just standing there, scrolling through your phone or chatting with a friend, but somehow you make the experience more pleasant for everyone. Then there are those moments when you notice people gravitating towards you, drawn like moths to a flame. Whether it's at a social gathering or a casual hangout, you find yourself at the center of attention, with people vying for a chance to talk to you or simply be near you. You have this magnetic pull that makes others feel happier and more energized just by being in your orbit. Of course, this can lead to some pretty amusing situations. You might be having an off day, feeling a bit grumpy or tired, but your presence still lifts everyone's spirits. It's like your natural charisma overrides your mood, spreading positivity regardless of how you're feeling. While it's great to be a beacon of light, there are times you wish you could dial it down a notch, especially when you just want to blend in and be low-key. But at the end of the day, this ability to lift the energy of a room is a wonderful gift. It means you have a positive impact on those around you without even trying. People leave interactions with you feeling better than before, and that's a rare and beautiful thing. So, embrace your natural charm and the joy you bring to others, even if it means occasionally being the accidental life of the party. After all, who wouldn't want to be known for making the world a bit brighter just by being in it? Number 6. Everyone around you is happy. Have you ever noticed how people seem happier around you? It's not just a coincidence. In day-to-day life, people are more likely to smile at strangers they find attractive than those they don't. If you find that most people you pass on the street flash you a smile, it's a pretty solid sign they think you're attractive. Think about it. How often do you notice people grinning at you when you're out and about? Whether you're walking to work, grabbing a coffee, or just taking a stroll, those smiles are a clear indicator. People are drawn to attractive individuals, and their smiles are a natural, almost involuntary response to your looks. It's the same when it comes to your sense of humor. If you notice that people are laughing at your jokes more often than not, you're probably attractive. A good sense of humor is universally appealing, but it's even more potent when combined with physical attractiveness. Women in particular are attracted to a great sense of humor, especially when it's accompanied by a genuine smile. So don't be afraid to show off your pearly whites. Smile and laugh with people. It makes you even more appealing. Just remember, there's a fine line between laughing with people and laughing at them. No one likes to feel like the butt of a joke, so keep it friendly and inclusive. In essence, your attractiveness isn't just about looks. It's about the positive energy you radiate. When people around you are smiling and laughing, it's a testament to the joy and warmth you bring into their lives. So embrace your natural charm and enjoy the happiness you spread. It's a rare gift to make the world a little brighter just by being yourself. Thank you for joining us today. I'm truly grateful to have you as part of our community. Please feel free to share your story or impressions. Your engagement not only shows your presence, but also deeply motivates us. Number 7. People flirt with you, ask you out. Let's cut to the chase. If people are regularly flirting with you or asking you out, it's a pretty clear sign that you're attractive. Whether you're a man or a woman, getting hit on during nights out or being asked for your number is a direct indication of someone's interest in you. When you're attractive, people are drawn to you and can't help but make a move. Think about your experiences. Do you often find yourself being approached at bars, clubs, or even in everyday situations? Do people frequently ask you for your number or suggest grabbing coffee or a drink? These are blatant signs that they find you appealing. But here's the brutally honest part. Not getting hit on every time you step out doesn't mean you're unattractive. Everyone has a different type, and attraction is subjective. Some days you might catch the eye of several admirers, while other days you might not get a second glance. It's not a reflection of your worth or overall attractiveness, it's just how the cookie crumbles. Remember, everyone is attractive in their own unique way. Maybe your charm lies in your personality, your smile, or the way you carry yourself. Just because you're not getting asked out constantly doesn't mean you're not attractive. It might just mean that the right person hasn't crossed your path yet. So, if people are flirting with you and asking you out, take it as a compliment and a clear sign that you've got something special. And if it's not happening as often as you'd like, don't sweat it. Your attractiveness is still there, shining in its own unique way, waiting for the right person to notice. In the end, being attractive is about more than just how many dates you get asked on. It's about the confidence you exude, the kindness you show, and the unique qualities that make you who you are. So keep being yourself, because that's the most attractive thing you can be. Number 8. You're kind. Let's get real here. The most beautiful people on this planet are the kindest ones. It's not about having a perfect face or flawless features. It's about having a heart of gold. Kindness is like a magnet that draws others to you, and it's a quality that truly stands the test of time. Think about it. The people who selflessly help others, who go out of their way to make someone's day brighter, they're the ones who shine the brightest. They don't do it for recognition or personal gain. They do it because it's simply who they are. And that kind of beauty is rare and precious. Sure, a pretty face might catch your eye, but it's a beautiful heart that captures your soul. Beauty fades with time, but kindness only grows stronger. It's like a beacon of light in a world that can sometimes feel dark and cold. So if you're kind, if you're the type of person who genuinely cares about others, then you're already more beautiful than you realize. Your beauty isn't just skin deep. It radiates from within, touching everyone around you. Don't underestimate the power of your kindness. It's what truly makes you beautiful, and it's a beauty that will never fade away. So keep being kind, keep shining bright, because the world needs more of that kind of beauty. Number 9. The opposite sex gets nervous or awkward around you. Have you ever noticed that when people are around someone they find attractive, they can get a bit awkward? It's like their brain goes into overdrive and suddenly they're stumbling over their words and tripping over their own feet. If you're noticing this happening a lot when you're talking to someone of the opposite sex, chances are they think you're pretty darn attractive. But here's the thing, attractiveness is subjective. What one person finds attractive, another might not. So while it's flattering to see people get a bit flustered around you, it's not the only measure of your worth. The most beautiful thing you can be is someone who loves themselves, who appreciates all the good qualities they have, and who knows their own worth. Confidence and self-love are far more attractive than any physical trait could ever be. So yes, it's nice to know that others find you attractive, but don't let it define you. Value yourself for who you are, not just for who finds you attractive. After all, true beauty comes from within, from loving yourself and embracing all that makes you unique. Number 10. Embracing our social instinct. Ever catch someone's gaze and wonder why they're staring? Well, here's the scoop. Humans are naturally drawn to things they find appealing, whether it's a piece of art, a captivating movie, or another person. Sometimes our eyes just wander around and by chance they meet someone else's. But if you find yourself locking eyes with a lot of people, especially if it happens more than just by accident, it's a sign. It means they like what they see. Yep, they find you attractive. And if that eye contact comes with a smile, well, buckle up because that's a whole other level. A smile paired with eye contact can convey a boatload of emotions, from interest to excitement to, dare I say it, a hint of flirtation. It's like a subconscious attempt to establish a connection, a way of saying, hey, I see you and I'm interested. But here's where it gets really interesting. Suppose you lock eyes with someone, and instead of quickly looking away when caught, they hold your gaze. Now that's a clear sign they're even more interested. It's like they're sending you a message without saying a word. Come over here and start a conversation. So, next time you catch someone staring, don't be too quick to look away. They might just be trying to tell you something. And who knows? That fleeting moment of eye contact could be the start of something pretty special. If you found value in this discussion, show your support by liking, subscribing to Stoic Philosopher Insights, and hitting the notification bell for more resources on resilient and purposeful living. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay safe, stay profound, stay stoic. See you in the next video.